Linda, we bring you an important message, and it is one that must be delivered standing.
It is not just a message. It is an important instruction from the three heads of the three major clans of Umungene. You are the one betrothed to the crown prince of the land. Based on what has happened, you must reconsider that position with the utmost urgency and importance it demands.
Yes.
I'm confused. What are you telling me?
You must not proceed with plans to marry Prince Ikedinubu.
What? What have I done?
You've done nothing wrong, my dear. This is just for your good. Truth is, the prince can no longer be trusted with the throne of Umungene or anything that has to do with politics in this kingdom.
By the kind of politics he has decided to start playing, he has become an enemy of the people. And we, the elders, we have decided to cut him into sight.
Is this about kingdom politics? I love the prince and I love him dearly, and all I want is just to be a wife. One who does not interfere in the politics of Umungene kingdom.
It has everything to do with you, my dear. Because you're a daughter of Umungene.
Our daughter.
If you ignore this warning and continue seeing the prince, you will not only lose your relevance in Umungene kingdom, you will be removed from women assembly. And we will make sure women excommunicate you from even basic interactions.
Yes.
Is it that serious?
Very, very serious. A child who decides to attack the known must know that the weapons of the known are unknown. That is why they are unknown. Aju weli na akpata ya wenu.
Ife okenye tuku anafu, nwata kwuru ọtọ ma mfunate.
Now listen. Afu ekwuru na egbu okenye. Ma ekwu anaghị na egbu nwata. Otu anyị furu kwuo, we are free.
I am
My love, what have you done?
Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Kili kana bupo senana ya liyo. Kili kana bupo senana ya liyo.
Ndolo, my very good friend. Sincerely, I must tell you, Ndolo, that you worry yourself.
My prince, why are you not taking me seriously? The rumor is everywhere. The three elders who are the village heads of our three major clans that oversee the affairs of other smaller villages are out to get you disqualified. Why are you not bothered?
What makes you think that anyone can strip me of my inheritance on the way? What gives you that impression? That is not possible.
Ikedinubu, do you even know these elders?
Yes, I know. I know all three of them, but I'm also in the position, Ndulwe, to give you the confirmation that may make you relaxed. I am the heir to the throne of Umungene Kingdom, and there is nothing anyone can do about it.
Maybe there is. See, I am suggesting you do something, like calling them for a meeting. You need to confront those elders. Sitting back here in the palace and doing nothing is not an option.
I have made up my mind. It's for removal and
Why are you not talking? What do they come to say?
Mother, I'm very confused. I don't understand why the elders were threatening me to stay away from the prince.
Is that what they said?
I am confused. Nziake Kuchionwa summed it up with a proverb I am still struggling to understand.
Which proverb is that?
Let me quote him. A child who decides to attack the unknown must know that the weapons of the unknown are unknown. That is why they are the unknown. Mother, what does that mean?
Hey. Are you sure the prince has not committed an abomination?
Mom, how can you say a thing like that?
Because those men are not ordinary elders. Because those men wield a lot of respect and power in Umungene kingdom. For them to summon courage to come and tell you, that means there's a problem.
There's no problem, Mother.
And they came to order you to stop nursing the thought of marrying the prince? Linda. Hey. Well, let's wait for your father to return. To me, something is wrong. Already wrong somewhere. Father, I don't get it.
Well, trust me when I tell you that I know why the rumor is making the rounds. I have made my intentions known to these elders. There are key elements of our tradition that I intend to bring back. But you see, liars and men who sit on abominations will not be happy, will not be comfortable with it. And that is why they fight.
And you are going to sit back and allow them bring on the fight? Please don't do this, my friend. Try and push them back before they force you into defensive.
The one who makes my world, Omale Changwa. Kedu, how are you? What? Belinda, calm down. Calm down. All right, listen, I want you to remain calm. Okay? I'll be with you shortly. Yes, I'll be on my way right away. Bye.
What happened? That must be your fiancé.
Undulue, I'm sorry that I would have to cut this meeting short, but I promise you that you and I would have to sit down again so that we can round off the stuff that I have to run now.
I have made up my mind. If I remove
I still don't understand. I don't understand why they would do this.
These men are not serious. They're not serious at all. Even if they have a problem with me, they have no right whatsoever to smuggle it into my personal life.
What problem do you have with them?
I don't know exactly, but I am hoping that it's not what I suspect.
Talk to me. What are you suspecting?
My world. My heart. I want to ask you a favor. I want you to promise me that all of this going on will not get you agitated.
I am already agitated. You need to hear the proverbs they used on me. I didn't even understand half of what they were saying.
Forget the elders and forget the proverbs. I'll handle them. I promise you that I shall get to the root of this and take care of it.
But you have to be careful. You have to stay careful because we don't even know what they are planning.
I'll be safe. Okay? Come here. Oh, be careful. Oh, be careful. I have to go now. I have things to take care of. Okay? Sweetheart, let me go. I have to take care of things. Okay? Look at me. You know that I will always love you. Right? Let your father know that I was here. Send him my warm regards. Okay? Okay? My warm regards to you. We'll be fine. You can go inside. I'll take care of things, I promise you. Come on. Go in while I watch. Sweetheart, we'll be fine. You have to trust me. We'll be fine. Okay? I have to go.
I have made up my mind. It's for removal and
My brother told me he would not be going out today. So what happened?
I don't know, my princess. He was outside waiting to leave, then he left.
He left?
Hey! You saw my very beautiful sister. Eh?
Waiting, my prince.
Dalo. Ascendance. The most beautiful princess of Umungene Kingdom. My lovely sister. Eh? The one in whom I am well pleased. You are looking beautiful.
Thank you so much, my brother. But you are praising me to hide something. I'm sure of that.
That's not true. There is nothing to hide.
I know you. I know this face very well. Now tell me, what is it?
My lovely sister, your brother has had a very hectic day. He's just tired. I've just returned home so that I can retire early to my room. By the way, I know how you love to look after me. So when the meal is ready, let them know that I can bring it to my room.
It's fine.
Other than that, I'm good.
Brother of mine.
Asanze. Asanze. You look elegant.
Thank you.
Asanze.
He is retiring so early to bed. What seems to be the problem?
You don't look good. What happened?
Dad won't even let me discuss anything. He won't let me discuss the topic. Says he's tired this night.
Is that why you look this angry? Tomorrow will soon be here. And he will listen to you and definitely do something about it.
But Mom, he sounded like he already knew what I wanted to talk about. He won't even let me speak.
Because he is tired, like he said. Give him till tomorrow. Go to bed.
You're quite early. No problem.
My prince, I am not. I came here because I am a concerned friend. I tried to reach you all through the night, but your number was not available.
Oh yes, it's still switched off. And it's on purpose. A call came through from one of the elders yesterday, and I was not in the mood to answer his questions, so I turned off my phone. And it's going to remain that way until I get a chance to speak to the people that I want to meet today.
Oh. What happened with Belinda yesterday?
Would you believe me if I told you that the elders visited Belinda yesterday and gave her a strict warning to stay away from me? Ha! Ndulue. A battle line has been drawn between Prince Ikedinego and the elders of Umungene Kingdom.
My prince.
These people are looking for my trouble.
My prince, calm down. This is indeed a serious matter. Could you be lenient enough to explain to me what happened? I mean, was it the girls that rejected you or what?
The gods cannot reject him who they have named king. I am the crowned prince of Umungene Kingdom. I cannot be rejected. I like to think that this whole thing started when I told Nze Chijioke about my plans to restore the ancient process of installing anyone who is interested in becoming a member of the prestigious Nzenozo group in our land.
So, my prince, I must tell you, everybody in Umungene Kingdom is proud of you. And I believe your father, the late king, will be at rest wherever he is.
Thank you very much. And I'm also very happy that all necessary rites associated with the burial of the king was properly carried out. And my father properly laid to rest. I am indeed very happy.
Prince Ikedinego, you have this strong respect for our custom and tradition. And I must tell you, I am of no doubt that you will make a greater and better king than your father.
Thank you very much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Culture and tradition is our way. We're Africans. It is the way that our forefathers lived, and it was peaceful.
Of course, yes.
You see, and that is why I have decided to restore the ancient practice of Ekamanile, making a mark on the tongue of the initiate for anyone who indicates interest in becoming a member of the prestigious Nzenozo group. That would be my first assignment once I become king.
But why? Why will you do that?
Why not?
Of course, everybody knows that Umungene Kingdom has far grown beyond past that era of this unholy initiation. You can't do it. See, even your father did not uphold that fetish belief and did not put it into practice. So, why all of a sudden you wake up and begin to nurse that plan? Or have you backslided as a Christian?
Let me ask you, why do we still perform all the rites associated with the passing of a king? Tradition is tradition, it's our way. You see, Nzenozo has nothing to do with Christianity. That is the line that I want to draw. Nzenozo is older than Christianity. You know. As we do not interfere with the knighthood process of the church and Christianity must not interfere with our cultural and traditional heritage of Nzenozo.
Now you can see. You have really made your research.
It is not about research. It is a glaring truth that we have chosen to ignore for so long, and then we're dealing with its consequences. But I tell you this, things shall not continue that way in my land. Immediately I emerge king.
My prince, I'll rather be going.
Thank you for stopping by. So I believe that is the foundation of the problem. This whole thing, because after that, the elders, mainly the 3 elders that had the 3 major clans of Umungene, for some reason, have become cold towards me.
So what is this ancient practice of Nzenozo?
Wundulwe. You see, Nzenozo is an establishment, an institution which, apart from the prestige that it confers on members, was created for the administration of justice in our land. Ndulwe, in the original times, anyone who wants to become a member of the prestigious Nzenozo in Umungene would have to stand on the Umpume of Umungene, and a cut would be made on his tongue, and the blood from that cut must drop on the stone upon which he is standing. That is how it is done.
My prince, don't you think this is really fetish? This is a hidden practice, you know. Umungene is one of the many towns practicing Christianity now. To the best of my knowledge, you are from a Christian family. Your father, the late king, was a Catholic member.
Relax, Ndulwe, let me enlighten you. Nzenozo has nothing to do with Christianity, but has everything to do with our tradition and heritage as a people. The ancient initiation is a covenant that ensured that initiated members could no longer lie or at any point subvert the cause of justice. Now, what I told you from the beginning, it was created for the administration of justice.
Amara, you have not told me anything at all.
Nze, what have I done to you? Why are you doing this to me? Nze, you're old enough to be my father.
Oh, forget about my look, but I'm not your father. I'm not your father. Something else can still happen in between us. Listen. This is to solve your problem.
Thank you.
Come and meet me in my hotel room tonight. I will still add more for you. Just come. Okay?
No problem.
This is it. Look at you. Amara, this is it. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What have I done? Why are you pointing at me?
Hey, Amara, be going. Don't listen to this village church rat.
Church rat?
Yes, you're a village
because you want
rat.
to take my girlfriend. I'm a church rat. Look at you, old man.
By the way, why should I be here listening to a fool like you?
What's wrong? What is going on? What's going on? What rubbish is this? Yes.
Chidi.
Prince of my land, thank God you're here.
What troubles you?
My prince, my heart is pained. I'm hot deep down. He just collected my girlfriend and oppressed me with his power.
Someone oppressed you with his position and power. Who could that be?
Zobiora. He just snatched my girlfriend. I have been suspecting them. But right now and here, I just confirmed everything.
The same Zobiora, the one that I know.
Yes, my prince. Those useless men are nothing near the Zenauzo. They're a bunch of idiots destroying this community.
Calm down, Chidi. I hear you and I feel your pains. I know you're hurting. But let me advise you. Know it today that a woman who is made for you would never leave you, no matter how much is placed on the table. Do you hear me? I know you're hurting, my friend, but I also pray that the gods bless you with a better woman. Remain calm, remain calm, remain calm.
My prince, if only we still have the truth in this community. The truth is dead. The mighty now oppress the little ones like us with their power and money. Too bad, my prince. It's too bad.
Chidi, your allegations are weighty. The truth is not dead in Umungene, Chidi. I pray that God will keep you alive so that you can live and witness the restoration of the truth in our land.
Thank you, my prince.
Huh?
Yes, my prince.
Well, take it easy.
Thank you, my prince.
I shall handle this. Go home.
Son, your face is not okay. What is the problem?
Father, there's something I would like to discuss with you.
All right, go on.
I hear that you are about to confer the prestigious Zenolzo title on one of the elders in a few days.
Of course, yes. He is one of the industrial sons of Umungene. And that young man has really made us proud in the past. Do you have any problem with him?
Father, why do you allow these things happen on your watch?
I don't understand you.
Father, what happened to the ancient process of initiation into the prestigious Zenozo group? The reason I'm asking is simple. If you have paid attention, you will notice that the Zenozo has now been reduced to a mere chieftaincy title that can be conferred on anyone who can afford it.
No, come on, son. You are more educated than this. I don't expect you to still believe in that hidden practice of Zenozo title like Eka Manila or so. I'm still a Catholic member.
I'm also Catholic. I'm your son. So that makes me a Christian like you, Father.
Yes.
But a white man cannot take our tradition and culture away from us. But I don't mean it is what makes us tick as a people.
I know.
That's our value. You know that the Zenozo has nothing to do with Christianity.
Okay.
Nothing at all. Okay, if the people insist that they do not believe in the so-called heathen practice, then let them stop taking the title.
Because that is why we have right now a crop of rotten and abominable members of Nzenozo and Umungene. Dad, look around you and see what is going on. And these men call themselves Nzenozos. Nzenozo title. Dad.
I can't understand you.
A few minutes ago, I got a report by a young man who was pained, very disgruntled, and I inquired what the problem was, and he told me that Nzobioro and Nzenozo took his woman from him. I thought that was quite alarming. And then I pried further, only to find out, Father, that Nzobiora, a titled man, had offered this girl money, took her to a hotel and slept with her. Dad, it would interest you to know that the girl in question is the same age as Nzobiora's last daughter. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you serious about this?
Dad, bring back the ancient practice of Nkamanile. Because if you don't do that, Father, these men will destroy Umongene before your very eyes.
I will look into your complaints. But Umungene has evolved beyond that practice of the ritual of Ekamanile. This is a new age. And that practice, that old practice of ritual, Ozos title something, should be allowed to fade into oblivion.
I will always disagree with you on this, Father, but you hold the aces.
This is one of the problems I have with you. I do not know how many times I am going to tell you this before you will start appreciating that what I am telling you is the truth and nothing but the truth.
What exactly are you telling me?
Ikedinibo, you are too blunt.
It is my style. And it works for me. I do not believe in running around in circles and beating about the bush. That's not who I am. Ndulwe, please. I do not wish for you or anyone else to preach anything else to me.
Oh, do not try to dismiss me, for you know I will not give you the space. Fine, you have good intentions, no doubt. But you should have waited until you are crowned before letting anyone know of your intentions. You should know these evil men will resist you with all the weapons at their disposal.
Oh, well, I chose not to play that way. Because I'm not a cunning man. I'm sincere. I'm fighting for a just cause. I'm fighting for what is right. And the gods of our land will not let me down in front of my enemies.
I do not know what may happen tomorrow. I am scared. But I do not want you to lose the throne. Mainly now that Umungene International Market is about to be commissioned. Ikedinibo, you are destined to be a king sitting on money. You shouldn't have started anything that will see you lose out.
I will not lose out, so long as we have the gods in Umungene. The gods of justice. I am not afraid, and I shall not be let down before my enemies.
We are talking of the elders that no longer discuss the affairs of the gods of Umungene. Tell me, how are you going to ever flog them into line?
Have I ever told you that one of your most beautiful attributes, it's your coinage of words, eh? Flog them into line. Because that is exactly what is going to happen. They shall be flogged into line by the gods that they have abandoned for reasons they cannot even explain. They shall be flogged into line.
9. I am not practically happy the way you're handling this issue.
And how am I handling it?
The elders came here and told our daughter to forget about her marriage with the prince, with the threat that if she allows herself to get married to him, she will be excommunicated from Umungene, Women Assembly. And you're not doing anything. Why don't you want to discuss this with her?
And that's supposed to have told us something. The men that came here are not just elders. We are talking about 3 men that practically rule this kingdom.
Because they rule this kingdom 9. We are going to allow them to ruin our daughter's happiness with their politics? Ilo Putife, why are you not handling this like the man of the house?
My daughter, with what is going on, you don't need any streets here to tell you that you have to make up your mind fast on leaving that prince. He is not good for you.
Says who, father? Is this why you have been avoiding me? You have gone to discuss with those elders and made up your mind on this?
The only thing that can make a man relevant in his kingdom is to understand where politics is shifting to, and he urgently shifts to that side. I am an chair in this kingdom, and I am not going to go against the man in that.
Father, I will not leave the prince. I love him dearly and I intend to stick with him forever.
We shall see.
I have made up my mind. If I will back
Listen, you see, one thing I learned from my father is that no matter how much pressure I find myself under, I do not get distracted at all. Walk and relax, eh? Relax. I shall be crowned king of Umungene Kingdom when the time comes, and nothing will change that. Listen, I would have to call you back. My very elegant sister just strolled in. Let me give her some attention. God. Asandinze. Asadadi. Awalichamu. What troubles you? You're not smiling at all. Is it that you woke up on the wrong side of the bed?
You refused to tell me what the problem was. Now I have managed to find out. So tell me, what do we do about it?
There is something I am trying to understand here. Are you telling me to my face that you will still go ahead and marry him even after knowing the crime he committed?
Father, I will not let you or anyone else get this twisted. He did not commit any crime.
Are you not going to call your daughter to order? Why is she insulting my personality?
Father, I'm not insulting you and I never will. But you are working with the elders against your own daughter and that is not fair.
Calm down. We clearly need to understand what is going on.
There is nothing you have not understood. Oh, you are talking back at me because you are in love. No problem. You will know the true meaning of love if you fail to adhere to the elders' instructions. Nonsense.
I'll never give it up.
Let me come back. No here.
Young lady, I actually think you're following this the wrong way. That is not how to talk to your father.
I'm sorry, Mother. But is it not obvious that the elders have briefed him?
How would you know? Your mates are out there building careers for themselves and you are here talking back at your father because of the man. I do not like it.
I thought you were with me.
Yes. But once we are exposed to spurious arguments, we're supposed to change. Don't tell me you're not blinded by a man.
No, Mother, I never said I was blinded. I love the prince. Our marriage was scheduled to take place as soon as I passed out from NYSC.
And now that you have passed out, and we are getting prepared, the elders ruled that it would no longer happen. Why don't you concentrate on getting yourself a job?
I can't believe you're the one talking, no.
Well, I finally listened to your father and I agree with your elders' decision. If he wants to go back to hidden practices, he should find a heathen to marry. We're Christians, aren't we? Excuse me.
I can't believe people can change this fast.
So you really want us to sit here and discuss these men?
They are not just men, my brother. These are men that can go all out to achieve whatever objectives they have set out for themselves. You know exactly how they operated while our father was here. So the least you could do is to try to have a problem with them.
Fear not. But let me give you this assurance. I can handle this man. There's nothing to worry about. Alright, they're just being insensitive, that's all.
From what I gathered, it is not as basic as you sound.
Asanze, it is very basic. What am I asking for? That I want to reenact the ancient practice of Ekamanile, making a mark on the tongue of anyone who indicates interest in being a part of the prestigious Zenozo group in Umungele. That is all I've asked.
So this is true. I was actually briefed, but I really wanted to hear it from you. How can you ever nurse such ambition?
It is not an ambition. It is a movement that would entrench the truth in our land. Asanse, you're a princess, look around you. And see the crop of Zenozors that we have, a bunch of losers, liars, fraudsters, and deceivers. They have watered down the process, cheapened it, monetized it, and made it available to anyone who can pay for it. Obrok, I say me, it is not right. Alright? That nonsense has to stop.
I honestly cannot believe this. That a well-traveled and a learned man like you, a graduate of Florida State University, would think of such?
Even the Western people you talk about, Asa, these people have not ignored or neglected their culture and their ways.
What culture are you talking about? That the development you would bring to your people during your reign is to bring back a forgotten pagan practice.
That forgotten
pagan practice will foster unity, peace, and justice in our land. It is a good place to start.
I refuse. I refuse to accept that. What is wrong with you? I mean, what makes you think that we do not already have that in this kingdom? You have to think about this again. You honestly have to. Because you cannot fight those elders. You will never win over them. I rest my case.
I have made up my mind. If I be
Nziobiora, judging from all I have observed, I think there must be something else we must invent to frighten her.
Something else like what? What we said is not even a threat. It's a statement of fact. If she disobeys us and allows that idiot to marry her, should we be excommunicated?
And I am telling you that my daughter is not bothered about being excommunicated from the Umungene Women Assembly. To her, the body does not put food on anybody's table.
That is what she thinks in her ignorance. But soon, she will understand that there are a lot of things that are superior to food. If any man decides to undermine the wishes of the elders and council, he will be crushed, and anyone who follows him must be crushed equally.
Anyway, I will still talk to her. As we speak right now, they are so attached to each other, and it is not easy to get them separated so fast.
Okay.
Like I said, I will try.
You are truly a different breed of woman.
I don't know what that means.
You flaunted the elder's instruction and you still came to the palace to see the prince. Only a strong woman can do a thing like that.
My princess, this is not about strength. I love the prince. And I will support him in good and in difficult times.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Thank you, my princess.
But you still have to talk to him. He cannot win the fight against the elders. He should stop this madness and ascend the throne in peace.
Okay, my princess, but you don't have to be upset at your brother. I know he has good intentions. I'll talk to him.
Obviously, I wasn't expecting anything less. For in truth, I know you will always support him.
Of course. But I'm supporting him because he has good intentions and he wants to make our kingdom better.
See?
I am very, very disturbed with his long silence. He has heard what we did, and still he has not called or visited any of us. That is not good enough.
Nzake Uchonwa, I don't know why that will be a problem to you. Is it ever possible for him to be a king in Umungene without our approval?
He has been discussing with all the youth leaders.
Who told you that?
I am telling you what is happening. And we must confront him on that.
Confronting him with what? That will order the halting of his marriage to Belinda? That will not make any sense.
I think we should make him understand clearly that he is no longer going to emerge king in Umungene kingdom.
That can only happen when we have decided on who to crown. As long as we have not settled that, that will be making a big mistake.
I'm really scared.
Why are you scared?
Because this whole thing has become more serious than I thought.
Don't worry yourself. Things will fall into place. Okay?
And your sister, she doesn't even support you. She doesn't even support your radical reformation.
So that listen, this is not a radical reformation, all right? It would have been radical if I am introducing or smuggling in something that is totally unknown to my people. What I am doing is restoring a practice that some people connived to destroy. Why? Because they wanted shortcuts. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but your one and only sister doesn't even support you.
I wasn't banking on Asanze's support. Whether or not I have her support is immaterial.
I know that you're doing the right thing. And you have my full support.
You see why I call you my world? I don't have to talk too much for you to get me. Thank you. This is why you're different from the rest. Thank you for standing by me again on this one.
Oh, my tax is here.
You know I'll miss you, right?
And I'll miss you too.
Come here. Take care of you.
I will.
I'll call you.
Okay. Bye.
Somebody talk to the prince of the land. Somebody talk to the prince of the land. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko. Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko.
Seriously, that stubborn prince is a very big issue for us. Even with all the threatening signal we have given. I mean, I expect by now that he'll come on his knees begging the elders.
Exactly my point. Honestly, I thought by now he would have come cap in hand begging us. But rather, he is ignoring us with contemptuous disregard as if we are nothing.
Nobody like
My fellow elders, I think what we should be discussing now is how to curtail his excesses.
His excesses?
I think.
Let us give him an ultimatum of 2 market days and make it abundantly clear to him that his family will no longer produce the king.
Talking of another family producing the king brings a question. What about the chief priest?
The chief priest? Yes. The chief priest is only the eye and mouthpiece of the ancestors. He is not a kingmaker. And we cannot allow him to get involved in the politics of Umungene. If he needs money for sacrifice, we make that available to him. But if he wants to get involved in the politics of Umungene, we will resist that.
The same goes to Ibezim, the youth leader. Just let us see how we can get him on our side. If he needs money as well, we make money available for him, to him.
Zobiora, I met Loputifa, yes, on my way to this place, and he told me he was coming from here.
Yeah, I invited him, and I especially told him to get his daughter, stay off the prince. I even promised him that the next king will marry his daughter. And I want us to make it a confirmation in case if he asks any of you.
Anyway, that's a brilliant one. Or what do you think?
No, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Let me get water for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You look so tired.
The elders are not happy with the prince.
We all know that already. Judging from what is going on, nobody should be happy with him.
left this house? Where are you coming from?
Good afternoon, Dad. Good afternoon, Mommy.
I have told her not to leave the compound until we understand what is going on. But you know, Glenda, she will not listen.
Young lady, where are you coming from?
We went to the palace.
Palace what? Oh, that means you don't heed to the elders' instructions? Are you not ashamed of yourself that you are in love with a madman? A young man that claims to be well educated and well traveled, proposing such hidden practices? Is that not enough reason for you to know that he has gone mad?
He has not gone mad, Dad. He hasn't gone mad.
Then he must be consuming any of the banned substances. That will be the only conceivable reason for anyone to nurse the thought he has.
Father, you're judging him in a hurry. He's a decent man.
A young man who seeks to destroy the very foundation of his own town is the one you qualify as decent?
He's a decent man. He's just being misunderstood.
Oh, you are the only one that understands him? Good. Very soon, you will stop leaving this house. But then listen to me. I don't want to see the prince anywhere close to my house or see you anywhere close to him. If you do, you will not like what I will do to you for flaunting my orders. Nonsense. Leave my presence.
Are you just going to sit there and say nothing, Mother? Tell him Ikedinego is a noble man.
A pagan man will be more appropriate. I feel so ashamed that my daughter is the one defending an illiterate who still talks about the gods.
He's not an illiterate. He is a standard and well-educated man from an American university. He's not an illiterate. He's not an illiterate. Why are they doing this to him?
Okwano cheze kanze nozo naba. Fasina wadiga bose iherefu. No cheze kanze nozo naba.
Elders of Umu. Hey. To what do I owe this surprise visit? And while you're standing, I like to think that seats like this were meant for men like you. Eh? Unless you now consider yourselves unworthy to sit on these chairs in your sinful garments.
Yeah? Okay. We will ignore all your insults, for that is not the reason we are here. We have been taking it lightly with you because of our late Igwe. We are here to give you an ultimate of 2 market days, to make up your mind and come to the elders of Umungene and apologize for daring to start what you have planned. Else
what?
The throne will be taken away from you to a reasonable family. Yes. You must apologize. Yes. Especially to members of Uzenozo for alleging that they are not even initiated.
And of course, you know that's a huge insult. And you are supposed to be apologizing by now with at least 4 cows. However, we wait that for you. You better start making up your mind before we cripple you completely.
Because I decided to restore an ancient practice founded by our forefathers, and you think that I am scared of all of you.
Prince Ikedinego, I have an advice for you in a riddle form. As a close friend to your father, I'll advise you. This path you have decided to follow will only lead to your destruction. Mark that word.
I want to be destroyed. Ichie Chijoke.
No, Ichie. Yeah. What? Huh? If you think that you're only at war with the elders, you are up against the entire community, that you are planning to take them back to their vomit. The youth of Umungene will soon visit you.
Ana gwanti mono.
Anu kona huru kwa walaja akisi.
These elders are cowards. That is what they are.
No. I totally disagree with you on this. You are the one creating unnecessary problems in this kingdom. And it is high time you stopped before it's too late.
Asanse, I take it from your utterance that you have no clue as to what is going on.
Nothing is going on. I mean, absolutely nothing. The only thing happening right now is that you are too stubborn. Even Mother complained about that before she died.
Please, please. Please don't bring Mother into this, please. Please.
I will go with you. Yes, I am prepared to go with you to beg the elders of Umungene Kingdom. I don't even mind we going now.
Never. Never. Asanse, never. I am not going to apologize to them. It will not happen. When Father was alive, I talked with him about my plan and he gave me his blessings. I will not apologize to them. I will go ahead with my plans. Let them go ahead with their plans. And let the gods decide.
I still cannot fathom this. What is wrong with him? So, after spending 10 solid years in America, he came back and still talking about the gods?
I have made up my mind.
Oh, mine.
If I be more come I have made up my mind. If I be more
What happened in there? I saw them leaving and they were smiling as if you have finally agreed to do what they want.
Never. If those men are smiling, it is because they must have deluded themselves to think that I have agreed to their very lousy ultimatum.
What ultimatum?
They have requested that I apologize to their so-called Zenozo group. Else, I lose the throne.
And that is a very area I do not want them to touch. The kind of money that will come into Umungene when the international market commences will be excess. And a large chunk of that money belongs to the throne. My friend, I do not want you to lose this throne.
My main challenge right now is that I feel that these elders will turn the youth against me. That is my fear.
So why don't you invite the youth leader, talk to him, and through him you can get to other groups in the land.
I'll never give it up. I'll never give it up.
It is good to have a thinking friend. Ndo. Thank you. That's a very bright idea. So what do? You set up the structure, all right? Get me to meet with the youth leader, all right? So that way we can have the youth on our side and then we take it from there.
This whole thing is sure affecting you. Look at you. You look so sad. And it's as if you've lost weight overnight. You may be right. I've not been eating well since this whole thing started.
I can understand. How are you coping?
What can I do? I'm fine, I guess.
So what are you going to do now? Are you going to leave the prince?
I will do no such thing.
To me, I think you need to give the prince some space now. At least you have time to figure all this out.
Well, I think differently. The prince needs me now more than ever.
I think Ogechi is right. So the elders will get their eyes off you.
What are you two saying? Please don't get me upset.
Girlfriend, we're not trying to get you upset here. We're only being concerned here.
Yes.
We are.
I guess you're right. Even my parents are making things so difficult for me right now.
Really?
The thing is, I love the prince so dearly and I intend to stick with him till the end.
Give us him.
Greetings, my prince.
Thank you. Sit. Hey, Yakwan. I can see that you're very well entertained. Eh?
Can't say that again, my prince. I am, and thank you very much.
Great. I called you here because I hear of an impending protest. I'd like for you to tell me what it's about.
My prince, you see, the elders of this land made the youth to understand that you have chosen not to reign peacefully. That you are planning to re-establish some pagan practices. And these pagan practices will end up destroying this kingdom.
Is that so? Did they tell you specifically what these pagan practices are?
My prince, as a youth leader, for it not to appear as if you are a dictator, there is a way a youth leader will function. He mustn't seem to be imposing some decisions on the youth. So you follow the majority always.
The majority always. Ibezin,
my prince,
I understand your situation. As a leader,
okay.
But you are their leader for a reason.
Okay.
Part of your responsibility is to lead them to the truth. Very important. And understanding that will also teach you that sometimes the majority could be wrong.
I think you are right, my prince. But this time, I don't think they are wrong.
Why would you say so?
Because majority of them have had one-on-one interactions with you. And they affirmed the fact that your decisions and the way you want to do things are different from what your father stood for. So, you see, they are not wrong.
I am happy that you have come here today so that we can talk one-on-one, so that you and your followers do not operate on hearsay. But I assure you that at the end of this conversation, you will find out that someone somewhere, some mischief maker, is bent on hiding the truth. And that some individuals have been playing on the psyche of the youth for a very long time.
You say so?
I will educate you.
Zobiora, I appreciate your coming. You know, as true Christians, you are urged to always come to the house of the Lord once in a while. May the Lord be with you.
Amen. Thank you, Father.
You're welcome.
You know, we are taught not to distance ourselves from the house of the Lord.
You're absolutely correct, Nze. That reminds me, how are you planning the coronation?
Father, we have put the coronation on hold.
Why?
The prince is insensitive. He has the plan to re-establish the hidden practice we have abolished as a people.
A hidden practice?
Yes, Father.
Where is that coming from? I've always known him to be a well-educated and highly religious young man. So what has gotten hold of him? I mean, where is this coming from?
Father, we are surprised as well. But we won't let that happen. But please, Father, do not. I don't want to talk about the young man. I will compile the list tonight. Hopefully before morning mass tomorrow, you will receive an email.
That's okay. That's okay, Nze. Thank you for coming.
Yes, Father.
So have a nice day ahead of you.
Yes, Father.
The Lord be with you.
Thank you, Father. Ngozi nke Jesu Omaru.
I can't believe this, my prince. Are you telling me the truth?
I am telling you the truth. Listen, we have abandoned our ways. As Africans, as a people, we have abandoned the ways of our forefathers. And we have embraced a pattern that is not even clear. And what have we found ourselves in? Total injustice, sabotage, betrayal, all kinds of evil. At your own time, settle down and investigate the atrocities in Guinea, and I assure you that you are going to find the elders and the so-called titled men in this kingdom at the helm of it.
You see, my prince, you are very, very correct. You know what? Imanana say, "Aloba for blumenala." You know, I've been thinking, because the atrocities and the injustice have been so much in the land, and I've been wondering, how do we get this land healed?
Right.
But I never thought of it that the solutions to these problems could be this simple, my prince.
No. It will not be simple, not at all. But I can assure you that if we pool our strength together and work as a team, we can defeat these evil men who not only sleep with other people's wives, but also widows who are still mourning their husbands. You know, if this man had gone through the ancestral process of Ekamanili, they would have been careful. But be that as it may, if you can get the youth to join forces with me and stand behind me in this fight, I promise you here and now that I am going to restore the sacredness of Nzenonso.
My prince, you need not to worry about this. The youth can natch. I have the youth.
Thank you.
I will talk with them.
Thank you.
I will get them to support you.
Nah,
You see, my prince, don't worry. You see, what you have, we have been yearning for this long ago. I don't think there is any way that we, the youth, will not give you our maximum support.
Thank you very much.
It's a promise.
Thank you. You know that my father was a very peaceful person. He was a total gentleman. So during his reign, he ignored a lot of anomalies. But my reign will be different. For the good of the people. Oh, wait, you know that I have traveled, I have seen the world. And I have mingled with Westerners, and I can tell you that they are laughing at us even as we speak for abandoning the ways of our fathers. Walk with me. And let us rewrite history.
Don't worry, my prince. We are in this together.
Dalo. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you too.
What exactly do you think you know about chieftaincy? Why are you discussing something you know nothing about?
My princess, Nzenonzo is not the same as chieftaincy. Anyone can be given chieftaincy, but not anyone could be given Nzenonzo.
And where did you get that from?
My princess, I was born into it. What the prince is planning is to re-establish the old process that will make the men of Nzenonzo very accountable. You really need to support him.
Oh really? I should support him to bring back what my father never practiced? Something rooted into paganism? Chinyere, can you hear yourself speak? Are you still normal at all? Now listen to me. I do not ever want you to raise this topic again. Am I well understood?
If that's the reason, I think we need to support the prince.
Exactly why I called both of you. We need to work together to see how we support the prince to achieve his plans.
Ibezim, I am still surprised why the elders are ganging up against a noble man. Why?
Chidi, I am surprised at your surprise. You know these men are evil. And they are afraid that his plans will thwart theirs, thereby restoring sanity in the kingdom. Remember, they just want to have a particular system that will help them and enable them to keep perpetuating their evil.
And that's why we have not failed you as a people. In fact, please do, we need somebody like him.
You know, I've never told anyone the reason why I cancelled my marriage with Amara.
I don't get that.
The Obiora lured Amara with his money and fake promises.
Are you serious?
Wait. And you are telling us now?
I'm very serious. You know, I was able to brief the prince about the whole thing. And from what I gathered, the prince told his father, and the late king invited the Obiora, which he called me and apologized to me after having his way with Amara. And I just had to cancel the marriage.
That's the more reason we need somebody like him. Those men are evil.
Yes.
I am glad. And my happiness is that all of us are on the same page. And I think organizing the rest of the youth can never and will never be a problem. I think so.
Don't worry, my prince. You don't have any problem. The gods are always with the just. They have good intentions, so don't be afraid of anyone.
Thank you very much, Oboefinwi Izaba. I have enormous respect for you. I've always known you as a man who stands for the truth. One of the few men in Umungene who will not be manipulated. You know, when I embarked on this mission, I had you in mind, Oboefi, because I knew that I will have your support.
You are right. I am in full support of you and whatever you are doing.
Dal.
Go ahead with whatever plans you have. I am solidly behind you. The gods are with you. Never mind those men who have not been able to come to the deity, at least for the ancient and noble ritual of Ekamanile, marking of the tongues. And they go about parading themselves as members of Nzenonzo group, which they are not.
Oboefi, thank you for this clarification. Dalurinne. I believe that these men know the truth, and that is why they are kicking against me vehemently, but they will not succeed.
Well, that is it. They know the truth, but the thing is that they are afraid of the truth. They don't want to face the truth. So, but like I said earlier, you have my support. You have the support of the gods because you have good intentions. So go ahead. Nothing will happen to you. Be afraid of no one. Because I'm with you, I'm with you. And if there is any time you have any need for my advice or assistance, don't hesitate to come to me.
Thank you very much, Ogwefi.
Nzobiora. Nzobiora. Come, something is seriously going on. Something
What
is
happened?
wrong. The youth of Umungene, they are no longer on our side. There was a dangerous politics that flew around Umungene last night. The youth are backing out.
How can that be possible? I met with a youth leader, Ibezim, and he gave me his word.
It is possible that he met Prince Ike Dinibo, after that meeting with you, and the prince brainwashed him completely. True.
That cannot be possible. Who is Ike Dinibo to brainwash such a man like Ibezim? Ibezim himself will not even allow that American returnee to lead him astray. Cannot.
Well,
he's very rooted though.
But we have to start planning for something next, because as it is, that American returnee has brainwashed him. Simple.
I even wanted to call you and Ake Ushionwa later in the day. A man came in. Silas, are you in He is back.
Silas Nka?
No. And he even invited us to come to his place.
Silence
can now go and we will take a decision after the meeting. Everything.
As a priest of the church, it is my responsibility to ensure that whoever goes contrary to the dictates of the church be brought back to the path of righteousness. I have been hearing a lot of unpleasant reports lately, one of which is that you are trying to re-establish an ancient heathen practice long forgotten in this kingdom. How true is that?
Father Donald, let me educate you on this matter. But I'll start with telling you that Nzenozo has nothing to do with Christianity. It is a prestigious assembly instituted by our forefathers for the administration of justice, amongst other things. So whatever decision I take as it affects Nzenozo title taking really should not be a bother to clergymen like you.
You are absolutely wrong on that, my prince. Given the fact that members of my church are equally members of Nzenozo.
And with all due respect, that is where I'm from. Can I ask you a question that may help streamline my argument?
Okay, go ahead.
Ogwefi Zoba is the chief priest of Umungene Kingdom. And you know, would you allow for him to be given a knighthood title in your church?
Oh, come off that, Ikedenibo. Why would you ask such a question? You know full well that your heathen priest is not a Christian, and therefore cannot be knighted by the church.
Do you know that I agree with you? Yes, I agree with you. He cannot be knighted by the church because he is not qualified, at least based on the structure the initiators of the knighthood title have put in place. That is how it is with the Nzenozo title. There are ancestral procedures that you must go through to be fully initiated. Do you understand?
I do. But let me quickly remind you that this process that you're talking about, those procedures are deeply rooted in paganism. And as a Christian, you should not be found wanting in that regard. Nobody should see you as one who condones that kind of heathen practice.
Father Donald, I want you to do me a favor. As we do not interfere in the process of the knighthood of the church must not interfere with our cultural and traditional heritage of Nze Nonso.
Well, I understand what you're trying to say. But let me also tell you that people have been given these titles in the past without them going through the so-called process.
In the past, you say. But I say in no distant past. When these missionaries that brought us Christianity came here, those white people pegged it a heathen practice, and to a layman it was explained as a pagan practice. In other words, paganism. But then men began to rise in Omongene. Wealthy men, men of substance. And then they wanted to become a part of the prestigious Nze Nonso. But the problem though was that these men were already Christians, some of them Pentecostal, some of them Catholics, Methodists, Baptists, Anglican, and what have you. So what they did was to criminally come together, connived and instituted a means by which they boycotted the ancestral process of Ekamanile, which is the foundational ritual that an initiate must go through to be a certified member of Nze Nonso. And that movement watered down the power of Nze Nonso to a point where it now became a mere chieftaincy title that can be conferred on just anyone who can afford it. And that also gave rise to a set of fraudulent men that call themselves Nze Nonso, men who lie, men who sleep with other people's wives, men who come together to sell community lands, share the money amongst themselves, men who take money from dubious politicians and perpetuate evil in Omongene. That has to stop. Nze Nonso is sacred. Nze Nonso is no longer what it used to be. But under my reign, Father Donald, things will be done right and the truth must come to light.
I agree with you.
I'm happy you do.
Absolutely. I agree with you. But don't you think that all these antithetical vices that you outlined, that the Nze Nonso indulge in, don't you think it can be curbed instead of us going back to this ancient practice? Because even your father, the revered king, did not even bother to re-establish that process. And as someone who is a Christian, who believes in our Lord Jesus Christ, you shouldn't be seen as one who will want to bring that kind of ancient practice back. Now, as a Christian, I think this is about you, not about the elders.
Donald, if you are indeed a man of truth, you are going to be proud of me at the end of all of this. I will have you know that this has in no way affected my Christian faith. Another truth, I was first a man of Omongene before I realized that I am a Christian. Have a beautiful day, Father Donald.
I have made up my mind. It's for removal and
The powerful decision makers of my land.
I am happy to have you all. I am indeed honored to have you at such a short notice. You're welcome.
Thank you, the true son of the soil, for having us here today. We're always happy to honor your invitation because we know what your generosity can do.
I heard that the prince is giving you a little headache.
Oma, forget the prince. He is a small boy. Yes. We put him where he belongs very soon. Etito tolo n'ibi. Ibi n'evu. Etito no we are n'evu. As the boy on the scrotum grows, the scrotum itself grows. Adaka shi na oge eliji abana. Onu ga chawani amembe.
I personally do not like that prince. He's such a proud person, claiming to be a saint that he is not. Anyways, whenever you need my help, just let me know.
Onwa, you just describe that prince in few words, but you need not bother.
My elders, relax and merry. Food will be served soon. I hired one of the best chefs around. After that, I have a package for all of you.
Silas, you have spoken well. We need more of your type in this kingdom.
I will be with you also. 1 minute.
You are the one we are waiting for.
You are the one. We are the one. You are the one we are waiting for. You are the one. Somebody was at come here. I can't show. Hey, come here. Come here. He's a joker. Come here. Come here. The president.
Oh yes. I may not be coming back to Europe until early next year. There is this new brand of politics that I want to start playing in my land. Oh yes. Yes, that will keep me up until early next year. Listen, Bishop, I trust you guys. I know you will always deliver. So please, handle things the best way. My son will always come around. If there's anything that requires my signature, he will handle that. He will sign on my behalf. Yes. It's okay. I will talk to you later. Good. Yes. All right. Bye.
Akekpuchioma, you have been my reliable partner, and it is only right that I put you in picture.
What is it?
We don't have to search further. Silas Ilo, the Onwa 8081 of Umungene Kingdom, is the one who is going to replace the prince. And he is the one we are going to make the next king.
I don't have any problem with that. Of course, there's no other person better than him, I know. The only problem though is how are we going to bring him into it?
I will call the Chijoke once I drop this call. But the most important thing is for 3 of us to agree together. Once the agreement is in place, leave him, I'll bring him in.
Of course, you know I will always give my support. You don't have any problem.
Good. I'll call you again if there is need. All of us will be happy. Bye.
I'll come. Oh,
thanks for the drink.
You're welcome, sir. So how is your beautiful daughter doing?
Oh, you mean Belinda? She's fine. She's fine.
I hope I'll get to see her before I leave.
Of course, why not?
Hi. Paula is here.
Thank you, Madam Ukwe. The powerful woman of my land.
You can say that again.
But I told you not to bother yourself.
But no. You know that is not possible. There must be cola for a visitor like you. No.
Thank you.
Go in and call me Belinda. You will like to see her. Yes.
Okay. I'm coming.
Odogu. Odogu nowhere. Cola is here.
My beautiful daughter. Hey! Always making me happy.
Yet you connive with your husband to frustrate me. You will not let me marry the man I want to call my husband. Mother, you don't need to hear this from me. You're being very unfair.
Because Silas Elo is here to see you.
I don't have any business with that fraudster. I don't want to see him.
Belinda, must you make what statement? Why are you calling him names?
Mother, Silas Elo is too basic to come in between us. Just tell him that I'm not around.
Does it mean you're sending to that kind of errand? You want to pretend you don't know he's here to see you?
Mother, stop, please. Just stop.
My friend, get off from that mat, Biko.
Pretending as if you don't know what I'm saying. Ibesim.
Onyenze, I know exactly what you're saying. But I've asked you one question which you are yet to answer me. Onyenze, why do you hate him this much? What do you hold against his desires to restore the glory of Umung?
And who told you that is restoring the glory? Prince Ikedinimo is planning to destroy the kingdom. And a man like you, saddled with the responsibility of leading the youth, should understand what is going on.
Zobior, I beg you, just this once. Let me lead the youth to the best of my ability. And let me tell you, I still have 3 more years to the end of this my second tenure. Prepare to campaign against me and remove me from office if you think I'm not doing well.
And what makes you think that you remain in that position until the end of your so-called tenure? With the way you are going.
You want to kill me? Zobia, please, let's not drag this matter. If you think that I am not leading the youth aright, and that you can remove me from this office, go ahead. But I tell you one thing. I have one feeling in my heart. And that is that Prince Ikednibu means well for Umongene Kingdom. And his desires
I will ensure I get the youth to support him in his desires.
I have a lot of women begging for my attention, but I chose you. I chose you because I love you genuinely. Why not make this easy for me?
The question begging for an answer here is why? Why are you doing this? I have a fiancé and you know him. Why don't you choose from the multitudes of women you said are interested in you?
Do I need to remind you that your so-called fiancé is not anywhere better than me? Huh? Owana Poland. Uke were ezigbo nli. Makutio.
Can somebody talk to?
I'm your boss.
Get me those things.
Very boss.
Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko. Kili kana buko senana yaliyo. Oh kiyoko. Emma hebelebe. Emma hebelebe.
For you.
Thanks, but I'm not interested in your gift.
You didn't even see what you're being offered. Eh? They are beautiful jewelries worth over £1 million.
I do not want you or your gift. And please, Silas Ilo, stop coming to my house to embarrass me.
Oko dogu kena guapa oko. Ngeyege ezigbo nri.
Mom, please warn your Silas. Warn your Silas to stop coming here. I am not the type of girl to be wooed by stupid gifts. Let him stop coming here. Oh.
Makuto.
Excuse me. May I have this? Thank you so much. I am so sorry about what happened. I promised to talk to her. She will come around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please talk to her. I am not here to waste her time. I want to make her my wife, and I'm serious about it. Let her just say yes. Come back with in our system.
That's exactly what she is going to say. Trust me.
Thank you.
Oh, Dalorine. Oh.
Madam Ugwe. Dalo.
Thank you. Oh.
All right. I put here.
As I speak to you, he has already proposed to her. And I know that that girl will say yes to him. And the useless prince will not recover from the shock.
That will serve him right. But I am bothered about a particular thing, a different thing. The chief priest of Umungene seems to be supporting him. And that should be our major concern now.
Is this by hearsay? Or did you see Obuefi face to face? And he confirmed to you that he is supporting him?
truth is that I didn't see him face to face. But the people that said this to me are men that could be trusted. They cannot tell me that Owefiu is supporting him when he is not.
Well, I am not surprised. He is the chief priest. Any hidden practice is welcomed by him.
Of course, yes.
Do you know what? As for the chief priest, he cannot stop us. And no gods will stop us. We are all Christians. And we must have faith.
I have faith.
As for Ibezim and Co., we'll find a land of our choice, sell it, and then use the money to buy them over.
We use it to buy them back.
Yes.
But did he confirm to you that it's money he needs?
He doesn't need to tell me such. I know how the minds of men work. Money can do magic.
So now, which of the lands are we going to sell?
You take a decision. We buy them back.
Okay, we will make arrangement for the land.
Where do you think you are going? You think I was joking with you? Go to your room before I slap you.
Mom, what's the meaning of this? Am I in bondage in my own house?
Tell me anything, I don't care. But you're not leaving this house until your father returns. That is what he said. I will never allow you to start disobeying my husband.
Mom, but you know I can never disobey my father.
So, why didn't you dress up to go out when he had already ordered you not to leave the compound in his absence?
Don't worry, Mother. I'll be back before he returns. My taxi's already out there waiting for me. Yes, I'll be back before he returns.
Hey, my friend, go inside.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, young man. How are you?
Onwa asked me to give you this.
Who is Onwa?
What nonsense question are you asking this young man? Who is that person in this kingdom who does not know that Silas Ilo is the Onwa of Umungene kingdom?
Well, Silas Ilo is not my Onwa. I can never be my Onwa.
Really?
Well, apart from asking me to give you this, he also wishes to invite you to a private dinner in his castle this evening, if you don't mind.
Please, will you go and tell your Onwa that I'm not interested? What is it?
What is wrong with this girl? Hey. Oh, Nna, let me have it, please.
Alright, ma.
Thank you.
Madam, he's trying to convince her to stop being hostile to my boss. He really loves her and is willing to do anything, anything in his capacity as an Onwa to make sure she's happy. And believe me, she will be happy with you.
No problem. Thank you so much.
I have made up my mind. If I remove one time, all down to those oh, me na banyo, with them na so.
Mother, you have to stop collecting anything from this man.
Hey! Look at the beautiful things he got for you. Eh? Hey!
Mother, I don't need anything from him.
You think I will allow your stupidity deny me the benefits I should be getting for giving birth to you? Young, beautiful woman like you.
And like I said, I don't need anything from him.
Well, if you don't need it, I will sell them and use the money for better things. This guy has class. Hey! He is rich. And he buys original things.
Hey! Mother, you actually make me laugh. Wait, Mother, why are you acting like we are poor? We are okay. Why are you acting like we really need this money?
No, this has nothing to do with poverty. It has everything to do with the beauty and happiness of the woman. This guy is better than that of your prince. That will not amount to anything.
Well, mother, whether or not he amounts to anything, it is the prince and no one else. Please, help me relay this message to your own.
Hey! Go! Chukwabiam. Listen, let me tell you here now. I will never allow you end up with any man that cannot guarantee your happiness. I am your mother, and this is one of the decisions I must make for you. Literally.
Mom, return these things, oh. Return these things, oh. Go and return these things to your mom. I don't want to.
Oh my word. Eh?
So, how did it go? Did she accept the gift?
No, boss, but her mother did. The most annoying part of it is that she denied not knowing who is the owner of Umungene.
Makutu.
Boss.
Do not bother yourself. I'll get her where I want her to be. And she'll be begging for more.
I trust you, boss. In the meantime, that lady we met at Ayaka Trans Vanity Limited. She called that she would like to see you, but I had to dismiss her. Now that it is set in Berlin that people will not be coming, can I bring her over?
Makutu.
Boss.
Makutu.
Boss.
Sure. Just arrange things. Fix her in any of the hotels around. I think Zodiac Lounge is better. Let her meet us there.
Very, boss.
I'll see her later.
Very, boss.
Alright. Talk to you later.
Thank you, boss.
No.
You have to figure out a way to accept this proposal.
And what happens to my engagement to the prince?
The prince is completely out of the picture.
Out of the picture for who? He may be out of the picture for others, but not for me. I love the prince. And I'm going to marry him. And as for that Silas, who has presumably bought everyone around me with his worthless money, he can go to hell.
Watch your tongue, woman. Your so-called prince will not ascend that throne.
Please tell her. This is the same thing I've been telling her, that her so-called prince will no longer amount to anything.
I love the prince. That's why I'm marrying him.
It's better you start hating him.
And I am marrying him because I love him. I'm not marrying him for what he is or what he stands to represent. It is the prince or no one else.
Why is her number not connecting? Why can't I reach her? I hope all is well. What is going on? I've been calling her number all day and it says switched off. Maybe I should just leave her a text. When her phone comes up, she'll see it.
I know the spirit of my fathers. I know
Hey, my beauty of a sister, Asandinze. You're still awake at this time, why?
I've actually not gone to bed.
What troubles you?
All is not well. And you know exactly what the problem is.
If you don't tell me what the problem is, how would I know? You have to tell me.
Zobiora called me earlier today.
So?
And he said a whole lot that made me believe that my brother is actually going astray.
This man would not leave me be. Let's assume that I'm going astray. Who will stop me?
I cannot stop you, Ikedinibo. But I am hoping that you will stop yourself by discontinuing this process that is threatening to set us against the people.
What exactly am I doing that will set us against the people? What? It's only the evil men, the enemies, that would see it that way. What I am doing, Asa, is for the general good of the people. And as for these men, I am going to flog them into line. If I'm not balomba, go with them. I'm trying to restore the truth in Omungene. And I need your support. You're my sister. Be my support. Be my strength. I need you. So that at the end of the day, we will all celebrate.
What else must I do to make him listen to me? He's so stubborn.
I have made up my mind. If I
What I don't understand is how my mother just suddenly changed all of a sudden.
With the turn of events, it is expected your mom at this point must have been brainwashed. Don't you think so?
But my mother, the only Madam Ukwe of Umungene Kingdom, is well educated and should not have bought into those lies.
If your mom turns out to be as objective as you expect her to be at times like this, then it would mean that she's not amongst the people who organized religion has changed their psyche. Organized religion has destroyed this land, Obim. This war is war against organized religion.
I know, and that's the problem. That's why I'm worried. Father Donald called me.
Oh, he was here.
What?
Yes, he was here, and I did not hesitate to tell him what I intend to do.
And I'm sure he didn't take anything you said.
Can I be honest with you? Obim, Father Donald is the least of my worries right now. What troubles my heart right now is this information that your parents are considering giving you out in marriage to Silas. You know, it worries me.
Obim.
It worries me.
Obim. Obim, you know that even if Silas Ilo were to be the last man on earth, I, Belinda, I will remain single.
You know I love to hear you say that all the time.
And I say it with every single thing in me.
And I love you. With everything in me.
The spirits of my fathers, I know they are with me. They can all
Belinda.
My princess.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. I hope I have not really kept you waiting for long. Alright, let me just go straight to the point. I mean, I really do not understand why Silas would want to get married to you and you are refusing. Why?
You don't understand? I'm engaged to your brother.
Engaged, you said, not married. Since my brother is so stupid enough not to see, why are you wasting your time with him? When a man like Onwa of Umungene is ready to get married to you today. Belinda, what is wrong with you? Why not open your eyes?
I cannot believe you're saying this.
What can't you believe? Opportunity comes only but once in life. Since the elders have annulled your engagement with my brother, and with the way things are going, he is not ready to do anything about it. He is not ready to change. And you know that I am not in support of him. So the best I think you should do is to get married to Silas, because your happiness for life will be guaranteed.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not leaving your brother. We've come a long way. I won't leave him because the elders are determined to hide the truth.
Wow. Really? Well, the only thing I'm seeing right now is that my brother has brainwashed you with so much lies.
There's no lie. There's no lie on your brother's part. Instead, the elders are the liars, and their lies will catch up with them soon.
You love my brother. A sinking love. What sort of love is that? Belinda, I've always known you to be a very intelligent girl. Why are you behaving like a dumb human being?
You can insult me all you want, my princess. But that's not going to change my conviction. My fiancé is telling the truth. The elders are lying. I will stand by my man.
Ibezim, why are you dismissing this issue as if it's nothing? I met this man and he confirmed to me that Nzobiora sold this land to him.
Chidi, the same way Nzobiora and the other elders are selling the community land and pocketing the money. You see, we need to be very careful so that we don't play into their hands.
No, Ibezim, I'm not asking us to play into their hands, but we can act fast and stop this transaction.
Chidi, you are forgetting one fact.
Which fact?
This land is sold already. See, we don't need to fight too many wars at the same time.
Bizim.
Else we leave ourselves seriously injured. One thing at a time. And I'm assuring you that these elders will not know what befalls them.
Nzobiora.
My prince, if you continue allowing Belinda have this close conversation with the princess, it's not nice.
Why? Would you say that? Huh? Asanse is my sister.
She is your sister and she is not interested in what we are doing. In fact, she called me and practically ordered me to stop you from pursuing this noble objective.
Why did you not stop me?
Oh, come on, my prince. Do not joke with this thing. It is very serious. If you continue allowing her discuss freely, she may end up convincing her to undermine what we are doing.
No. Not Belinda. I trust her absolutely. If there's anyone who would talk one out of their conviction, it will be Belinda, not the other way around. So relax.
Okay, if you say so. Back to the main issue. What are we going to do to that idiot that proposed to Belinda? Should we not send boys to set his castle ablaze?
We do that and we would have succeeded in reducing our staff. to his level.
We cannot leave him to get away with this insult. I mean, who is he to propose to a woman that is engaged to the crown prince of Umungene? I feel like slapping his mouth. That guy is not only dumb, he is equally stupid.
Forget him, Onduluwe. The man is already a loser.
That reminds me.
Yes.
There is a man we need to see.
Is that so? Who?
I am surprised at myself that I did not remember him all this while. Chief Iwono Akojofo. Ogbuefisi Weparuo, one of Umungene Kingdom. One man riot squad. Something in me tells me that he is the one we need.
I know him. My father used to talk to me a lot about him when he was alive. But I understand that he lives in Gabon.
Yeah, I know he has been around. He is the one who bought the NNPC gas station. Renovated it, and the man is not doing badly at all.
I am not happy you're disrespecting your parents just because of a man.
Can't believe you are this classless. So you mean you want me to leave my own man and marry a man who's a fraudster? Please.
The same man you're calling a fraudster is going to emerge the king of this kingdom and he's going to rule over you.
What's my business? He's already your own. He might as well be your king.
Oh, you already know he's going to be the king of this kingdom and you're still refusing his proposal.
Because he was never my man and he's still not my kind. If you're so obsessed with him, why don't you just go to his house, I'm sure you know where it is, and offer yourself to him. And please, spare me the sermon.
Well, I've always known the prince to be a man of many sides.
Meaning what?
He's into charms, and that is why he's trying to introduce paganism.
Excuse you?
Maybe he has used one of his charms to cage your spirit. That is the only thing that can make me see you talking like a fool here.
Says a fool who cannot read in between lines, calling another a fool. Don't let me switch it on you.
His Serene Majesty, Prince Ikedivipo of Umungene Kingdom, I am indeed delighted with this visit of yours to my place today.
Thank you very much, Ogbuefi. I must also say that I am well pleased with the reception that you have given to me. Given the fact that you're a very busy man, you know, running the petrol and oil business is no easy feat at all. But you have decided to put everything on your schedule on hold so that you can attend to me. Ogbuefi, that I do not take for granted. I will not forget.
My prince, please, you don't need to sound that way. You don't owe me anything. I am actually the one that owe you a whole lot. Already you have humbled me with the plans you have. But I must have to tell you, it is not going to be easy. I even have a reason to believe that they may make an attempt. They will try to make an attempt on your life.
Oh boy, you know, my friend Unduluwe said something like that to me. But what worries me is, why would anyone make an attempt at my life? Because I'm standing up for the truth.
No, the truth that you are trying to restore happens to be the very one they believe they have suppressed permanently. I always knew it, that a day like this will come, when that same truth will be staring at us. I'm just so glad that you are doing this. But I must have to tell you here and now that you have my support. Or should I tell you the truth? That my support is very rooted and solemn.
Solemn and rooted, Ogbuefi. I know exactly what that means, Ogbuefi. Because you are the only Nze in our land that went through the original process of initiation to become a prestigious part of the Nzenozo. And that means that you're ahead of these men in spirituality and sanctity.
And the very truth you are trying to restore, actually, is the very definition of holiness in this part of the world. Ikedriba, I'm going to take you to some places, some very sacred places in our land, places where you are going to pray, places where you can commune easily with our ancestors. That prayer is going to place you above those men in the spiritual realm. Ikedriba, I am going to expose you to the real meaning of your name.
Thank you, Wefi.
I know the spirit of my fathers. I know they are with me. OKORIE, Afọkụkọ. Elu nwa bịa n'ije, enu I'm nepe. I will never give it up. I will never give it up. Just walking up down to do not do more. No, yes, I'm nepe. Elu nwa bịa n'ije, enu I'm nepe.
This place is actually a very sacred place in our kingdom. We call here Aja Niupu. This is where Ozongene, our progenitor, was buried. And over the years, we have used this tree as a contact to reach to him anytime we want to communicate with him. That is why we are here.
This is wonderful.
Ikedinibo, you are going to pray a very simple prayer here. I want you to tell Ozongene what you are planning to do in his land. And I want you to ask him what you want him to do for you. Trust me, he is going to hear you, for he has never disappointed.
I know the spirit of my fathers. I know they are with me. OKORIE, Afọkụkọ. Enu nwa bịa n'ije, enu I'm nepe. I will never give it up. I will never give it up.
Ozongene. Ozongene, my great progenitor, I am here to seek your help. For I seek to establish the truth in Umungene Kingdom. Nzenozo has been bastardized to a point where it is now seen by everyone as a mere chieftaincy title that can be conferred on just anybody. Ozongene. Nyelanya aka maka na ife na-emebi. Liars, pretenders, betrayers, adulterers, and even armed robbers now parade themselves around town as prestigious members of the Nzenozo group. Why? Also, you know that it is not right. Help me become the king of Umungene Kingdom, and I vow to you right here and now that I shall restore the ancient ritual of Ekamanile. The marking on the tongue of the initiate and making sure that the blood drops on the sacred stone. It is our way, it is our cultural heritage. Also, help me.
Ozongene wana wenu The man who will never allow evil to triumph over the truth. I brought him here because I know what he represents. Please, do this for him, and I vow on my honor that I'm going to present a cow to be offered on this altar in appreciation for what you have done for us.
Also, I shall add to it by making it 2 cows. Do this which I ask you to help me with, and I vow to you again that I shall come here on this altar with a cow.
Ọzọ ngene nwa na nwele enu alụsị nwele Igbo bụ ọkwana gị maka egwu na arale. Onye mere ka ọ na-eme ụmụaja nwere atụ n'ọkụ. Reniene ka ịra ka odogwu ka obodo dị mma. Me ka ọ dịla anyị mma na ọ dịla anyị mma na ọdịgwokwala onye ọbụla mma. Ọ ya dịla anyị mma na Nkwọ. Ọ ya dịla anyị mma na Eke. Ọ ya dịla anyị mma na Oye. Dịla anyị mma na Afọ.
Ise.
Otu ya gụrụ ya ka ọ dị. Digital nnukwu mmadụ. This again is one of the sacred places we have in Umungene Kingdom. This place is called Obimbwako. The spirits that keep watch over the truth, they reside here. In fact, this was the place the last man was killed. The man, he took bribe. And then he lied. He did not take bribe. He died on the spot. I brought you here because you are embarking on an important mission. Mission for the truth. It is only important for you to stand here and make a statement of truth.
In the humility of my heart, I ask the ancient spirits of Obimbwako the same spirits that killed the liar on the spot, to guide me as I embark on this mission to restore the truth in Umungene. Help me. For I want to restore the glory of Nzenozo in Umungene, so that when a member of the prestigious Nzenozo group speaks, it shall be taken as the truth and nothing but the truth, just as it was in the days of old. Grant me this request. And just like I promised at Aja and Yuku, I shall return with a gift of a cow to say thank you.
The spirits that keep watch over the truth, I am pleading with you to respond. Because it has never been recorded in our history that a man came before you to pray with sincerity of heart and you turned him down. You will always respond, and when you respond in style. That is the same thing I am pleading with you to repeat. For this young man here, the prince of Umungene Kingdom, Ike Didibo, who is seeking to restore truth in our Umungene Kingdom. I know you will do it for him. Ostadevamma. What do ORANUGO? I beseech all the spirits of the ancestors, the spirits of truth. Guide us in this process of establishing the truth. And as he said, we are going to come back to say thank you for what you have done for us.
Yes. You did so well by leading him to the right place.
You're welcome, Obuefi Muyizoba. Thank you.
Was this Ofo? Ofo Gume?
The Zenozo title is being conferred in the whole of Umungene Kingdom. Without this, there is no Zenozo. But these days, a lot of things have gone wrong. People go about buying titles with money. They give you money, they are conferred with the title of Zenozo, and they go about parading themselves as Zenozo for real. Yet they are not. I'll tell you this. On this mission, this sacred mission of yours, may the gods go with you.
You say?
Even if it comes, may they not get you.
You say?
Evil may come through left, right, or center, but will never get to you.
You say?
Those will always guide and protect you. And may evil never
will evil triumph over the forces of truth.
You say?
Nzobiora, I'm not here for drinking and merriment. It's obvious we are not making any headway.
No. Drink it. It's very good. It will open up your bowels.
See, I'm not here for drinking and merriment. Nzobiora, we are not making any good headway. And he's seriously bothering me.
I would be needing one more help from you, please, if you don't mind.
And what is it?
You see, my sister, Asanze, the princess, is not on our side. She does not agree with what we're doing. I have done my best in convincing her that there's a lot of truth and light in what we're doing, but she remains adamant. And I'm thinking that as a respected figure that you are, Obuefi, in Umungene, that if you approach her and talk to her, she will listen.
Well, I don't think you will blame your sister. She is a woman. And unfortunately for us, women in our part of the country, they are the most vulnerable when it comes to the manipulation of organized religion.
Obuefi, I must say that you have a way with words. The manipulation of organized religion, you have summarized it all.
That is what we face.
Because to Asanze, everything that we're doing right now is paganism.
Fortunately.
Well,
your sister should be the least of your worries now. But don't worry, just go. I will find time, come to the palace and talk with her.
I trust you, Obuefi.
I will.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much. Thank you.
Ike Diribo.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, Grandma.
Thank you.
Kode.
What I gather is that you don't even know what has been happening since morning.
What is happening where?
In this our Umungene kingdom, the prince and Obuefi Siwepo Nyawa Netinyaho have been moving around since morning till now.
What is he doing with that evil man?
It's obvious. It's obvious that Siwepo has been using the prince against us. Because he doesn't want to associate with us. He doesn't come for our meetings. He calls us fake Nzenozo title holders in Umungene. Can't you see the link?
Then he is becoming clear that he is fighting a lost battle.
Exactly. Battle to ridicule Nzenozo Umungene kingdom.
Let us drink up before the week runs out. I will see what to do.
Are you assuring me you will do something?
Imagine if you say, Obiora, when he came,
hey, Joker.
Oh, big guy.
Those who don't know what I have done so far might think I am not really doing anything. He has made up his mind to mind his business. So have I also made up my mind to mind my own business and face my problems. Exactly. What must I do? Wait, bro. Please, my brother just arrived. I'm going to call you back much later.
How was your day?
Great. Some men were here earlier to see you. Your supporters, I guess?
Yes, they called me and I promised to see them tomorrow.
Ikediuni, but what is wrong with you? When will you stop this madness? Oh, you're actually waiting for your fingers to get burnt before you do the right thing?
Fingers of liars. Asanze. Fingers of men who subvert the cause of justice will get burnt. Not mine.
Where did you go today? Does it ever occur to you that this man might make an attempt on your life?
Let that be my headache.
Oh, he's so stubborn. What must I do?
Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana ya liyo. Oh kiyoko. Kili kana buko senana ya liyo. Oh kiyoko. Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Can somebody talk to the prince of the land? Kili kana buko senana ya liyo.
Yes, how are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
I come to see the princess. Where is she?
She is in the living 3.
Living room 3?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So, when are you going to buy all those things you promised? You're going to give to me what you promised me, right?
Sure.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, seems as if I interrupted something.
Oh no, you did not interrupt anything at all. Just sit down.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, young man. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Babe. I'll see you before the week runs out, okay?
All right.
Well, I am sorry about that. I met a guard outside who directed me to living room 3. It is obvious he's not aware you are in the middle of something.
No, Ichie. I actually am not in the middle of anything. It was actually nothing. You're welcome, please. I would really love to offer you something. Just have a seat. And please do not say no, because my father held you on high esteem.
No. I am actually insisting that you don't have to bother yourself. I am not here for cola or whatever you may want to offer. Specifically, I came to speak with you regarding your brother.
My brother?
Yes.
What about him?
He needs your support. I don't know why you are not taking this thing as serious as you should as the princess of Umungene Kingdom. That young man is not just your brother, he is your blood. You have to support him.
Not on this case, Obuefi. I mean, I would do no such thing.
Why?
For crying out loud, I am a Christian, and a very dedicated one at that. I cannot support pagan practice.
Really?
Yes. Really?
Should I remind you that what you are saying of yourself equally goes for your brother? He is equally a Christian.
No, I am a child of God.
And do not drum that into my head as if there is anybody around here who is a child of the devil. Nobody is a child of the devil. All of us believe in Chukwokeka Biama. We pray to him and we believe in his supremacy. Don't be telling me all this about Christian, I'm a Christian, I am this, I am that. I can see how good a Christian you are. By consistently bringing your boyfriend into the palace where your father was buried, to be doing whatever nonsense he's doing with you. Let me just ask you, Asanze, is that how a good Christian should be behaving?
Now, what sort of stupid question is that? What's the meaning of this? Are you here to interrogate me, or what business do you have with my private life?
I am not interrogating you. I am just making an empirical statement based on what I have just seen. Listen to me. I am not just here as an elder. I am here as a very good friend of your late father. And I came to tell you something that is very important. You have to give your brother that support that he needs, because he cannot get it from outside. You are the one that should be giving him that support.
I don't understand all this, Ichie. Did you actually come here on your own, or my brother paid you to come and say all this nonsense to me?
It is an insult for you to stand before me and allege that I was paid by anybody to come and say what I'm saying. I am here in my individual capacity, and I came to tell you what you are supposed to hear. And I want you to listen. Listen. Leave all this, I am a Christian, I am a child of God, I am whatever nonsense. It does not just make sense. If I were to be a woman, without being all these things you are saying, there is no way I would have actually allowed any man to come into my father's compound to be touching me inappropriately in the same compound where the remains of my father was lowered.
Enough, Ichie. I mean, what's all this? Listen, I've got respect for you. And if you do not shut your mouth, I will lose it.
You can as well lose it for all I care. That is not why I am here. I am here to talk to you because I am the one who can talk to you. Your brother needs your support, and I want you to give him that support. The gods and the ancestors of this kingdom are already supporting him. And you can equally start supporting him. Giving him that support is not going to cost you anything. And let me tell you something. There are things we have in this kingdom that are superior to whatever religion you are sampling. I want you to ponder on these words. Asanze. God. Ikedenibo, it is so obvious. The princess, your sister,
she has turned into something else. Sincerely, I am not impressed with the position I found her with her boyfriend when I came in.
This matter that you have just raised is almost beyond me. I have constantly spoken to her about it. I have told her, you cannot do things like this in the palace. And she tells me to mind my business. I say, no, this is not about you and I now. If this is the young man that you love with all of your heart, get him to get his people. I will give you out in marriage. Get married. Let him take you home. You cannot. This is a secret palace. But my sister tells me to mind my business.
Well, I think the best thing you have to do now is to ignore her. Asanze, from what I've just seen, is going to be a huge distraction. And you don't need any distractions now. You don't.
True. I see your point. And, Obuefi, I'll do as you've said.
And if anything comes up, just call me.
You can count on that.
Okay then. Dalo, have a blessed day.
Thank you. You know, I wish I can describe what you look like right now.
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
It is not nonsense, Asa.
That man that just left here.
I will not have you insult you. You will not. I could do your phone. Your boy fi si wepo of Umungene Kingdom. The only authentic Nzenozo in Umungene. You know what that man represents and you must respect him.
Really?
Oh yes.
I should respect a man that disrespects me? Can you hear yourself speak? Now listen to me, Ikedibo. I do not ever want to see that man in this palace again. I don't want to.
Asanze, have you started smoking weed?
I have not started smoking anything. That crazy man came to this palace and insulted me simply because he saw Martins and I. What right does he have? What right?
What that man told you is the same thing that I have been telling you over time. Is that not so?
Nobody should tell me anything. I mean, no one has that right. Who is he? Who is he to tell me to support your fetish plans? Who?
What he saw you doing in the palace, was it right? No, it was not. I've admonished you countless times and also told you, if Martins is the man you want to spend the rest of your life with, you love him enough, let him come and marry you. The palace is a sacred place. You cannot keep putting up that kind of dirty act here. I won't have that young man come and desecrate the palace at all times. It is not nice.
Ikedinibo, you don't have any right whatsoever to tell me what to do with my life. Now what that man who has been deceiving you, if I face him in this town, that his gas station will go up in flames.
Himma,